Thanks for watching our video on Maine Lease and Landlord-Tenant laws. Subscribe to our channel for more videos and landlord tips. Landlords need to know their state's laws to manage their rental well. To help you do that, here's an overview of landlord-tenant laws in the Pine Tree State. The lease agreement is the foundation of the landlord-tenant relationship. It's a legally binding contract between a landlord and tenant that outlines the terms of the rental relationship. A standard lease agreement is a one-year fixed-term contract. A Maine lease should include basic terms like rent amount, rent due date, lease term, late fee policies, and pet policies. To fully protect landlords, it should also cover details like pest control, snow removal, air filter responsibilities, and yard maintenance. In addition, there are some required disclosures that Maine landlords must include in their lease. Landlords must complete the Maine Energy Efficient Disclosure Agreement. Tenants should review and sign this before entering into a lease. Maine law requires that all landlords test rental properties for radon and provide tenants with a disclosure informing them of the risks of radon exposure. Landlords must provide tenants with a smoking policy that clearly states where smoking is and is not allowed on the property. Landlords of rental units built before 1978 must provide tenants with a lead-based paint disclosure and pamphlet. Maine has its own lead-based paint disclosure that must be used as a lease addendum. Maine landlords who collect a security deposit must provide tenants with the bank name and the account number where the security deposit is being held. Landlords must disclose to tenants in writing if a rental unit or an adjacent rental unit has bed bugs or is being treated for a bed bug infestation.
Next, let's talk about some important Maine Landlord-Tenant laws. Landlords with more than 5 rental units may charge up to 2 months' rent for the security deposit. There is no security deposit limit for landlords with 5 or fewer units. When there's a fixed-term lease, the security deposit must be returned within 30 days of the end of the tenancy. For month-to-month leases, the security deposit must be returned within 21 days of the end of the tenancy. Maine landlords must provide at least 24 hours notice before entering the property for non-emergencies. There is a 15-day grace period in Maine. Landlords cannot charge a late fee until rent is at least 15 days late. Late fees may not exceed 4% of the amount due for 1 month. Landlords may require tenants to get renters insurance and can make failure to do so a breach of the lease agreement. Landlords who receive a bad check must provide their tenant with written notice of the returned check. This notice must include specifics about the check and a warning that failure to pay within 10 days will result in additional costs, including the fees from the bad check and a returned payment fee of 12% of the amount of the returned check. Fixed-term leases terminate at the end of the period unless otherwise stated. Either party can terminate a month-to-month lease agreement with 30 days' notice. There are no statewide limits on rent increases, but the City of Portland has a rent control ordinance that sets limits for annual rent increases. Landlords should review this ordinance before increasing rent in Portland.
Landlords must keep rental properties in a safe and habitable condition. Maine landlords also must make repairs within 14 days of receiving notice of the issue. If a landlord fails to make necessary repairs, tenants have the right to withhold rent or make repairs and deduct the expense from rent. Tenants can deduct up to $500 or half of their rent for repairs. If a tenant fails to pay rent or violates the lease agreement, the landlord may start the eviction process. In these situations, landlords must strictly follow Maine law and can never resort to self-help eviction methods, such as changing locks or shutting off utilities. Congratulations, you're ready to create a Maine lease and manage your rental unit. Our lease agreement automatically includes all required disclosures and gives you State Assist tips as you build it. It's easy to customize online and offers unlimited access to our electronic signing tool, EasySign. As you manage your rental, remember that we have over 400 property management forms, including Maine-specific forms. Visit easylandlordforms.com to start your tenant screening and create a lease agreement guaranteed to comply with all Maine lease laws.